As a coach and healer, I work with thousands of people from all over the world, helping them heal from the past and live happy, fulfilling lives. And when I say heal from the past, I don't just mean from painful experiences or childhood trauma in this lifetime. I also mean I help people heal from stuff that happened to them many lifetimes ago and that still negatively affects them today. One of the ways I do this is by conducting what's known as past life regressions. This is where I guide a person into a trance state of consciousness, and I help them access past timelines and remember specific parts of their past lives. To date, I've done over 500 regressions with clients and gone into spontaneous auto-regressions where I remember parts of my own past lives while in trance meditation. In this video, you'll discover the top 6 lessons that I've learned about past lives and all of these hundreds of regressions that I've done. Lesson 1 is that your soul is on an epic journey. Okay, so you do not come down here just once. Your soul doesn't come down to earth just once. Your soul is on this epic adventure that includes many different realities, many different lifetimes, and it's on this epic adventure of expansion. Your soul expands in the same way that the universe expands. And so its evolution is very much having to do with incarnating in different realities, different times, and different lifetimes. So when you look at your life, instead of thinking that your life is this life, try and expand your view and start to think of your life, your current life, as a small point in a continuum, an infinite continuum of many points or many lives that your soul comes down here to experience. Lesson number 2, you carry imprints from past lives. So your physical body and your mind right now carry imprints, what's known as energy imprints or memories from past lives, from things that you experienced in the past in all of your lifetimes that you've been here on planet Earth. And that's great sometimes, because what that means is that right now your body and your mind are imprinted with wonderful things that may have happened to you in past lives, with things that you have mastered, with things that you got good at, with really positive, beautiful experiences. So that's wonderful. But the bad thing about this is that your body and your mind are also imprinted with unhealed wounds from bad things that happened to you in past lives and that you carried forward into this lifetime in the form of little imprints or energy wounds or unhealed wounds that can be present in your body, in your mind, and in the energy field and the chakras, in the subtle part of you, in your energy field, your aura, and your chakras that surround your body. So these energy imprints that are carried over from past lives are present currently in your life, and they can really negatively affect you in the present moment, which is why these regressions that I do with clients are so important, because it helps heal all of the things that happened to people in the past. Now, these energy imprints can be present in your energy system or your chakras, where sometimes you can't see it very well. You can't see that the imprints are there or the unhealed wounds are there. But other times they can actually manifest in the physical body in things that you can actually see. So for example, it's common for people sometimes to have really big birthmarks that have to do with injuries that they sustained in past lives. So sometimes those big port wine birthmarks or other birthmarks that people have in their current physical body can be coming from injuries and stuff that happened to them in past lives. All right, so that's an example of what a past life imprint, what an energy imprint can actually do in your physical body, but also in your mind and your energy system. In your mind, the way that an energy imprint manifests itself is a lot of times through intrusive, repetitive thoughts that are disempowering and very negative in nature. Okay, so you can have irrational fears, you can have repetitive thoughts. That's an example of an energy imprint from a past life embedding in your mind. A common example of this is, for example, if you have an irrational fear of flying, for example, that's very common. This can be associated with a past life where you either died or were severely injured in a plane crash or something like that. And so that carries forward as an irrational fear into this current life. Another example of an energy imprint at the level of the mind can be having disempowering thoughts. For example, let's say you have a disempowering thought pattern that you don't deserve love or that you're not good enough for love. And this can be coming a lot of times from past trauma that you had in past lives, having to do with being abandoned by a partner or being heartbroken. Those wounds can then carry forward forward and form thought patterns in this lifetime that aren't actually coming from trauma that you had in this life. They're coming from the past. Lesson number 3, when you heal the past, you heal everything. Okay, so just because you carry these past life imprints or these unhealed wounds that may manifest in your physical body, your mind, or your energy system, it doesn't mean you have to live with them your whole life. I have witnessed absolute miracles in people's lives when they access past life memories and are able to heal them. It is absolutely a miracle when someone can access a past life memory and heal that specific point in their multi-lifetime timeline. When you access a specific memory and you send light to that memory, because that's how you heal a past life memory, when you access the memory, send light to that memory, you literally heal that memory almost instantaneously. And then what happens is you erase that wound from your timeline. And when you erase the wound from your timeline in the past, you're also rewriting your future. So that wound is now healed from the past, then it heals from the present, and it heals from the future. Once that past life wound is healed, it heals in all directions of time across all of your lifetimes. And that's why this is so powerful to do this healing work in people's lives, because your entire soul evolution can change just by a wound that you're able to heal from a past life. Lesson number 4, you're not stuck here. Okay, so there are some spiritual traditions on the planet that view reincarnation almost like a punishment. Like you just keep coming down here until you correct your karma, and until that's done, until all of your karma is paid off, you just keep coming back here. Sort of like this wheel of karma, this wheel of life. I don't view reincarnation like that at all. And from all of the regressions that I've done in myself and also in others, it's become very clear from the souls that I've connected with that the souls come down here voluntarily. Oh, this is so important for people to remember. Your soul comes down here on purpose, voluntarily. And in fact, what I have heard from so many different souls through so many different regressions is that it's actually the earth plane is a really prized reality, and there is a line for souls to come down here. There are many more souls than there are physical bodies on the planet, and so there's a long waiting list here to come down to planet Earth, and it's because the earth realm is a really prized reality. Souls love coming down here and they love incarnating in a physical body, but they do that voluntarily. They're not coming to earth as a punishment. They are not stuck in any karmic wheel. Earth is definitely not a punishment. Earth is a very delicious reality that the souls really, really want to partake in, and they come down here voluntarily. Don't forget that. And one of the reasons why the soul loves coming down here is because planet Earth is a very rare realm. It's a realm made of matter, where we have not only physical matter, but we also have the possibility of evolving and understanding through emotion. Emotional states are really important. Emotional states are very powerful. Feeling emotions in a physical body is very rare. It's very powerful, and it's a wonderful way that the soul uses to evolve and to expand on its multidimensional, expansive and evolutionary journey. Lesson 5, we forget past lives. Okay, so when our souls decide to incarnate here in this earth plane, we have to play by the rules of this reality. One of them is called the veil of forgetfulness. And that means that when a soul decides to take on a physical body, once the birthing process, the embodiment process starts, there are energy veils that are put in place on this physical avatar that prevent you from remembering where you come from remembering what has happened to you, from remembering all of your past, and even from remembering that you're this huge soul in this expansive, amazing universe. Those veils of forgetfulness are put on top of us as a way to sort of make the game down here on planet Earth fun, meaning that it gives you the illusion that you're starting from a clean slate. You're not really starting from a clean slate because you're this multi-dimensional being, but what the veil of forgetfulness does down here is it gives you a subtle clean slate, meaning that you then start to learn new things again as if you were doing them for the first time. This makes the earth realm really cool because your soul can then, through this pseudo clean slate, it can start to experience things new and have new experiences and live experiences in a different way. So the veil of forgetfulness is really important. It's not permanent and it's not static, okay? So the veil of forgetfulness can start to fall, especially if you ascend your consciousness and you start evolving down here and your human avatar evolves very quickly. And that's precisely what happens when we do regressions. When we're doing regressions, when a person gets to a point in their evolution where they are ready to do past life work, where they're spiritually awakened enough to do past life work, then when we're doing a regression, literally what's happening is the veil of forgetfulness is falling, and that person in an altered state of consciousness is able to access their past life timelines. And so this is happening with regressions, but it can also happen naturally. So there are already examples on planet Earth of gurus or enlightened beings that come down here on planet Earth, and they already know their whole history. They know where they come from. They know all of their past lives because the veil of forgetfulness was not necessary for them to incarnate. And that happens to very few human beings down here, a few gurus and enlightened beings. For the majority of us, we are born with a veil of forgetfulness, and as we are evolving, that veil of forgetfulness starts to fall. And maybe pretty soon, when we come down here on planet Earth in the next lifetimes, we won't need that veil of forgetfulness anymore. Lesson 6, the soul plans out every life. All right, so your soul, before you incarnate, your soul has this beautiful kind of review process where it starts to design a life the next lifetime. And so your soul meticulously designs each lifetime before it decides to incarnate in a physical body. It decides what kind of experiences it wants to have, what kind of adventures it wants to have down here. So the soul has a very detailed plan before it incarnates. Now, just because the soul has a plan doesn't mean that your life is deterministic. A lot of people ask me this. So your life is not deterministic. You don't just come down here and do exactly what the soul had planned every single time, because what ends up happening is the veil of forgetfulness kind of messes with the soul's plan, and that's okay. So if your soul has a plan and you come down here and you sort of follow that plan, and your human self is very connected to the soul self, and you're able to follow through on everything that your soul has planned, that's wonderful. Your soul feels really excited and really happy. Sometimes when that doesn't happen, and when your human avatar completely forgets the soul's plan and you go off, your human self goes off on a different path than what the soul had planned, that's okay. Your soul doesn't get mad at you. It learns and it evolves through every experience. But it is also true that the soul does have what's known as a highest timeline or a preferred timeline. And this is the plan that the soul has for you prior to birth. The more that you stick to this highest timeline, the more that you follow this highest path, the more happy and fulfilled your human self is going to feel, because you always feel more excitement and more fulfillment when your human self is aligned with the soul self. When the soul plans out a lifetime, it also imbues that human self with a purpose or a mission. And that purpose is usually the most important things that the soul wants to do down here. You can click on this video here to watch what life purpose really is and how you can find your life purpose without chasing it. Here we go. What are you?